What is up? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the after party for the Charlotte Major 2020 FAT. This is night number one. Night number Juan.
Juan?
Yeah, night number Juan, as it was. My name is Josh, aka JK Fire. This week I'm joined, or this fucking week, this night, I'm joined by the man in the FaZe Clan jersey for the FaZe Clan Major, Will, aka FaZe Mayhem. Will, how are you doing on this fucking Friday evening?
Oh, it's kind of nice ring to it. I'm good. Like I just said before the show, I'm just waking up. I did not I switched into this jersey for the FaZe matches today.
He was trying to give them the luck, you know. He's trying to give them the vibes.
Yeah, I feel like such a freaking old man falling asleep during the tournament.
Jesus Christ. Dementor with the 9-month resub, you get a woo! Thank you so much for the resub. And Search with the 3-month resub, you get a woo! Thank you so much for the fucking primer resub. Greatly appreciated. Welcome back, everyone. And then just to give folks a heads up as well, for those who are not able to be here for the live quote-unquote show, I guess you could say, we do record these as well. So this will be on YouTube. This will be on your favorite podcast service as well for an audio version. So yeah, you won't miss it. So don't worry. You will not miss it. Rasa with the 16-month resub, you get a woo! Thank you so much for the 16 fucking month primer resub, my man. God damn. God damn. So how are we feeling after day one? Will, our predictions are already kind of shot.
You know, as usual.
Mm-hmm.
As usual, Josh. But I don't know, I thought the matches were really exciting, especially the last half of the night here on mainstream. The FaZe LG match, really close. Space Station Envy went to a game 5. What did you think of day one so far?
I got a bone to pick with Envy.
Ooh.
I got a bone to pick with them.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
It's a combination of I was wrong coupled with I should have known better. That's what it was. But yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that series. Because congrats to Space Station on winning that series. That's fantastic. And like we talked about in the show, it could have been a toss-up either way. We thought it was going to go game 5 no matter what.
Yeah.
But again, this was an instance of I was wrong and I should have known better. Those motherfuckers. I tell you. All right. What's up, Deadline? Welcome back. Good to see you. So, let's kick things off, Will. We'll kick things off here with a little open bracket update, I guess you could say. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
So, a couple notable series that I have here. Well, actually, if folks want to see, I guess I could fucking do this too, couldn't I? Give me 1 second. Because if I do that, and then hopefully if I press this button, it'll do the right thing that I want it to do. So I'm going to press this button. Hey, look, it did the thing I wanted it to do. That's fantastic. So if we look at the open bracket here, we will see that it has concluded. We have our two teams from the winner's side and the loser's side that are going to be in pool play. From the winner's side, as a matter of fact, we have Dark Inside, which is going to be Kid Nasty, Looney, Super CC, and Suspector. And then we also have Legion Gaming, which is none other than Gunny's team. So this is Gunplexion, Uzi, Zuzi, and Little Gators. And from what I've gathered, obviously, and of course this is like year 4 of Infinite and whatnot, this is the first time Gunny's made pool play. So congratulations to him. Congratulations to the Uzi Zuzi twins. Congratulations to Little Gators. And yeah, just great job to you guys, especially coming out of the winner's side as well. Like that's fucking really cool. And it was so dominant, as a matter of fact, Will, that they not only 3-0'd Mindfreak in the winner's side, they 3-0'd Akave as well. So they 3-0'd the top talent from Australia, New Zealand, and they 3-0'd the top talent from LATAM.
Yeah. Awesome to see. Kind of not what I expected seeing Last Land performances, but got to give a shout out to the Uzi Zuzi duo there. You know, they're on Darkened Side last event in SLC, and really excited for them to take that step up and make pool play here.
Absolutely. So huge congratulations to them. Really excited to see what they're able to do in pools. Hopefully they're able to win a series there, make it into champ bracket. That'd be fucking incredible. Guys, they went from being one game away from qualifying for pool play. It was a different roster, obviously, but like Gunny's team at that time, it was Believe the Hype. They were one game away from qualifying for pool play in SLC. And to go through what they did, to make the team change that they did, to have such a dominant run that they did in the open bracket in the winner's side to qualify for pool play, that's just amazing. So again, huge ups to them. I know that they're probably feeling themselves right now. Really looking forward to Saturday. But at the same time, Will, what we always say, right? Saturday is a brand new day. And it's not just yourselves that you're going to need to be thinking about. You're going to have to be thinking about that competition on the other side. And you know that one of those teams is on the brink of elimination as well, and they're going to do everything that they can to make it so they're not eliminated.
Right. We've said it countless times. Friday is different than gameplay you see on a Saturday. It's different than gameplay you see on a Sunday. So everyone's got to bring it.
Absolutely. Welcome back, buds. Good to see you. Mr. Epic Beast, welcome back to you as well. Good to see you, sir. Chuck said APG was losing his shit watching Envy choke. Oh, trust me, I have thoughts. And then on the loser side of the open bracket, our two teams moving on to pool play include... Of course, now it fucking was delayed, but we have Mindfreak. And for those who don't remember, that is Scoobmeister, Rice, Barcode, and Sways. And then we have Akave, which is Leor, Acid, Drift, and Magico. Again, Akave being the top team from the LATAM region, Mindfreak being the top team from Australia, New Zealand. They both qualify. Congratulations to them. And again, this is one of those instances, Will, where will Mindfreak finally do it? Will they finally do the thing that they've been trying to do throughout the year? Will they finally do the thing that, I mean, they've been able to do it before, but not to be mean or anything, but like it's so few and far between, right? Are they going to be able to make it to champ bracket? That's the real question here. I want to see if all the work that they've been putting in, I want to see if it's all come to fruition. This is the time. So we'll have to wait and see there. Akave looks super icy against Kraken. It was good. That's great. I'm glad to hear that, Deadlie. Genuinely glad to hear that. I want to see if they can continue though, because it seems like when they reach pool play, I don't know. Maybe I don't know if it's just the Saturday that's doing it. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but it really feels like they're not able to kind of lock in when they need to and win that next series. So depending upon, I'm just waiting for, and chat, please let us know if we miss it, but I'm just waiting for the HCS tweet to come out, like with the graphics showing what pool they place in. The reason I say that is because with different teams, like you have global points versus seeds and so on and so forth. And so I'm just waiting for their official tweet to come out to determine which team goes where. And then we can kind of talk about that once that official information comes out. But there you go. Your four teams making it into pool play. From the winner's side, we have Darkened Side and Legion Gaming. And from the loser's side, we have Mindfreak and Akave. Congratulations to all of them. Yeah, they played great. They genuinely played great. And like I said, I'm excited to see what they're able to do tomorrow. Then, Will, I think we got to move over to pools. So, I have something else to bring up here. Just going to take me 1 second. So, looking at the pool side of things, in Pool A, kind of going as expected here, Will. We have Shopify going up 2-0, TSM being 1-1, and Complexity being 0-2. But the series here that I wanted to call out, Will, was that TSM Complexity series. This is one that we were kind of waiting for. This is one we're waiting to see. What TSM are we going to get? What Complexity are we going to get? This is a series where both these teams are kind of lockstep in where we expect them to be. TSM being one of those solidified top 6 teams. Complexity desperately fighting to get in there.
Yes.
And even though the series was 3-1 going to TSM, the series score doesn't tell the whole story. Each game was actually very close. Game 1 was a 3-2 going to Complexity. Game 2 was 50-46 going to TSM. Game 3 was 271-239, which is oddball, obviously, going to TSM. And then Game 4 was 250-239 going to TSM. So very, very close series. But this is where, go ahead, Will. What were you going to say? I'm sorry.
Or
I should say, I thought you were going to say something. I'm sorry.
We're good. Yeah, just like you said, we've been kind of waiting for Complexity to hit that next step, hit that next level. And do you think this series gives them hope when they move into the champ bracket side? If they move into the champ bracket side, right? Because we don't know what team's going to be there.
Right. We're talking about Complexity.
Yeah.
I think they make it because if I'm not mistaken, in Pool A, it's one of the teams from the winner's side that comes over to Pool A. And that's no offense to Darkened Side, which we'd love to see, obviously, or Gunny's team, which would be amazing to see as well. But I just look at Complexity and I'm like, never say never, Justin Bieber, but I would still give Complexity the edge. I would still give Complexity the edge. The reason why is because they've been there countless times. And yeah, I'm just going to give them the ever so slight edge. Not saying that it couldn't happen, but as for what I would say, so Complexity, we're going to lose to Shopify no matter what, because I think any team is going to lose to Shopify no matter what. I think the only real team that's going to give them any competition, no offense to any other team, sorry, is going to be Optic. And then, so therefore, when you look at that close series against TSM, if they can keep TSM that close, they just need to shore up some wins. I think they can do it against a team coming from open bracket. I think that they're feeling, obviously they're not happy with the result, but I'm also looking at it as they're probably going to go in, they're hopefully going to go into Saturday with a fresh mindset and be like, guys, we just need to win one series. That's it. We win one series, we're on a champ bracket. Who knows what happens after that?
Yeah.
But then at the same time, Will, if I'm Darkened Side or Legion Esports, right? If I'm one of those teams coming into that pool, I'm looking at that Complexity team like, guys, we have this. Like, we have them on the ropes. We can do this shit. We have to win one series. So, yeah. The other thing to keep in mind, Will, I think this is a huge thing as well. The real question for me is, who do they play first? You know what I mean?
Like the open team, who do they play first in that series?
Because they're going to play all the teams.
Yeah.
But if they could play a Complexity first, I think they would have a much better chance than getting obliterated by Shopify and more than likely being taken to task by TSM. But then again, you could be warmed up at that time. Complexity wouldn't be warmed up. I think it's a give and take.
Yeah. You're right. If open bracket team comes in and just gets crushed, it's going to be about the mental at that point, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
They'll have to, if they have to play if Complexity is their next match after getting crushed from Shopify, because let's be real, that's kind of the Shopify such ahead of everyone else, with Optic.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's probably going to happen. So it is going to be about resetting that mental, going into that game fresh and being like, this is the opportunity. Go 100% here.
Couldn't agree more. Tiger says, y'all know I don't make comments on other teams. I have to say I was disappointed to see Envy lose. They should have won. Lucky day for SSG, such as Halo Land. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, I'll get to the Envy thing in a little bit. I don't know if it was necessarily a should have won. I thought they were going to. But again, this was an instance where, one, I was wrong, and two, I should have known better. And that second point's very specific as to why. Also, Junkarias and Moon Dizzle, thank you so much for the follows. Welcome to the after party. Moving on, Will, we're going to go over to Pool B here. Optic Gaming, again, taking teams to task here. So here's my worry. I want to talk about this real quick with you, Will. Here's my worry. Yes, I am predicting that Optic are going to win the tournament. You are predicting that Shopify are going to win the tournament. I think those two teams are the top two regardless, whatever. Optic having by far the easiest pool could absolutely bite them in the ass. You
think they're not going to come ready to go on Saturday?
I'm wondering. I'm wondering because they did lose a game to Majin. Whatever. It was a Slayer. What are you going to do?
Sure.
But I don't know, man. Yeah. Oh, I was also, let me back up. Let me fucking be kind and rewind here for a second. I thought it was a winner's team going into Pool A. It's actually a loser's team. It clearly fucking states it on the goddamn graphic. I'm a moron. So it's a loser's bracket team going into both Pool A and B. So my apologies. Sorry, I didn't catch that originally. But either way, yeah, Optic Gaming being there, up 2-0. Part of me was hoping that these were going to be 3-0s across the board and they were just going to wipe the floor. Because I would feel, this is going to sound really stupid, but like I don't know. I just expected, just with that caliber of team and the caliber of team that they were going up against, I expected a little more domination, I guess you could say.
Yeah, and we've, early on in the year, right? Optic not winning their pool and making those loser runs. It kind of gives you the feel like Optic isn't going 100% in pools again.
I mean, I think it's kind of a given at this point, regardless of what loser's bracket team gets into Pool B. I think Optic should win that, so they should be coming out of it in the first seed in that pool.
Right.
I want to know what they're going to do after that. That first winner's bracket matchup, I'm not saying it's going to be a real test for them, because again, I have Shopify Optic, so they like there versus everybody else. But yeah, I don't know. I'm curious how they're going to come out, because I know a lot of the discussion right now is around, it feels like Bound is kind of back, and when Renegade's just doing what Renegade always does and all that. And I'm like, yeah, but look at the level of competition they're going up against right now. Like, let's see when the competition gets a little harder. And that's no disrespect to any other teams or players. But come on, context matters, folks. So, just curious about that.
Yeah, and I believe that the winner of Pool B, so that Optic Gaming,
yes,
they play a second place team from either Pool A or C.
I can bring up my bracket real quick. Hold on. Okay, so
B1 versus A2, likely Optic versus TSM.
Yep, it'd be Optic versus TSM. And depending upon how TSM look on a Saturday, You never know.
Yeah.
They are more of a land team. We'll have to wait and see.
But then if Optic does do it, say they do get knocked down, losers one, and they make the run again.
They've done it 2 times earlier.
I know, right? Like
that's the crazy thing is like you just wouldn't count them out. You just be like, all right, well, let's see if they can do this again. Fuck it, Nick is salty right now. It says nice jersey.
Nick, I have a plethora of esports jerseys in my closet. It is the FaZe event. Give me a break here.
Actually, I shouldn't even have commented on it. I should have just looked behind me and said, yeah, you're right. It is a nice jersey.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. Tom says, so my prediction for this tournament, grand final is FaZe versus Shopify. Let's go FaZe Clan. I would expect nothing less from you, Tom. Oh, man. All right. Then, moving on. Well, actually, no, let's stick with Pool B here for just a second because that losers bracket team, either being Mindfreak or Akave, God. I mean, what if? Like, Omit looked bad. I had him taking second in the pool.
Yeah, I think I did too.
Nick says Akave is in Pool A with Shopify. Mindfreak is in Pool B.
Optics pool.
Dark Inside is in Pool D. Yeah. Bop says Gunny not dropping a map to pools is scary. Hey, they played really, really well. Super CC versus Envor and pools, that'll be fireworks. That'll be fireworks. So, Mindfreak in Pool B then. Shout out Nick. Thank you so much for that info. All they have to do is beat Omit.
I think there's a good chance.
I think there's a really good chance. God. I should just never give teams benefit of the doubt again. Because it burned me with Complexity. Remember fucking however long ago that was? And I said I'm never giving expectations for them ever again.
Was that after DreamHack?
It might have been, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just fucking A, dude. Phoenix, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the after party. God damn it. Just one time, I just want them to come out and be like, guys, we can win one too.
So it comes down, as we were just talking about Complexity, Akave versus Complexity.
Yeah.
There might be a chance there, but
I'm still giving Complexity the edge.
I was going to say the same. Mindfreak in Pool B, like we said, they have a chance against Omit. Omit's not looking solid.
Ronan says, Omit gets certainty of doubt, not benefit.
Oh, Omit.
Ronan, we know you like to troll a lot, but that was genuinely good. Like, that was genuinely good. What's up, Snag? Welcome back. Yep, and there's Beth with her Ryanoob hate. Right there.
Yep.
God damn it.
Legion in Pool C going up against LG and Cloud9.
Yes. Which so for context here, right? Because it matters. LG was not able to boot camp ahead of the event, but as Tony had said on the desk, LG are not leaving once Charlotte is over. So they will be staying. And Nick, if you're still here, are they playing out of your facility? Like, are they playing out of the Shopify facility? Or I should say, are they going to be playing out of the Shopify facility? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. If you're still here, I'd love to know. Either way, yeah, I just, when Cloud9 beat them in their series, I was like, oh shit. Okay. Because LG, a former like ex-Nem roster, like they're solidified top 6 team basically.
Yeah.
And to see Cloud9 come out the gates fucking swinging. Nick says yes, they are. Okay, perfect. Thank you for the clarification. So to see Cloud9 come out the gates swinging, do what they're able to do, right? And win their series against LG, I'm like, oh shit! All right, we're in for something special here. Then they played FaZe. And things were a lot fucking closer. And I'm like, did they just take Cloud9 lightly? Like, what the fuck happened? This is a massive ass transition from getting your ass whooped by one in one series to having an incredibly close series the next. So, god damn. Real quick about that FaZe series though. Game 2 with Slayer on Livefire. This series, the 2 games that LG won were convincing. Okay, the 2 games that LG won in this series were very convincing. But the 3 games that they lost, it was the tale of it's not always about how you start, but it's how you finish.
Yep.
Where FaZe were down all 3 of those games for the majority of those games. Game 2, Slayer on Livefire, FaZe being down the majority of the game, clutching up when they need to. They win the game 50-47. Game 3 was CTF on Forbidden. This one 3-2 for FaZe. SLG had a fadeaway snipe, which was just fucking stupid. Like, oh my! I think I like went on my chair here, dude. In fucking insane. Tom, I'll get you in a second. I promise. And then they were down, FaZe were down 2-0 the majority of that game. Mm-hmm. But they came back to win that shit 3-2. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then game 5 was Slayer on Solitude. FaZe being down upwards of 7 kills in the game to eventually make the comeback to win not only the game, but the series. Snakebite had a masterclass of a game.
Yeah, the way he ended that game, incredible sequence of events to watch,
guys. Will, what's the score to win in the Slayer game?
50 kills.
Snakebite had 23 of those 50 fucking kills.
Man went on it was a killing frenzy and 2 more, 12 kills to end that game. There was a play as well I wanted to call out early on where I believe it was Glory got the camo. Mm-hmm. And 3 members of FaZe were on basically C-Plat on the left side of Solitude. And Glory's like hugging the edges. And you see the 3 members of FaZe move forward just a little bit. And Glory's like tucked in like, oh, this is my chance. They're all got their back turned. And Trippy just slides out and beams them.
Just gets
I'm like, holy shit, he saw him.
Oh my God, dude. Got dicked on.
He did.
Just, again, it was a Snakebite masterclass of a game.
It was. And, you know, I'm so happy to see him performing on LAN after all of the talk that has gone his way during the year. You know, starting from the getting, you know, the SSG kind of breakup to, you know, now. I'm glad Snakebite's showing he's a world champion. And he can back that up still. And it's exciting to watch. It's exciting to see. I hope they continue to bring that level of intensity throughout the the major here. And I'm really looking forward to the games the next 2 days.
One of the stories about FaZe online was that difficulty closing out games, closing out series.
Mm-hmm. And
the fact that they were able to do... Now, obviously, like, if FaZe would hope that the series wasn't as close as it was. But the fact that they were down in all 3 of the games that they won and were able to work together and really solidify that fucking teamwork to the point that they were able to claw their way back into each of those 3 games and win all 3 of them. Ronan asks, does online matter? No. Look at the SSG Envy series. Look at the SSG Envy series. You want to ask if online matters? No. No fucking doesn't. Does Friday matter? To an extent. To an extent. And like I said, like, yes, I believe that online doesn't matter. Practice is obviously beneficial. Okay. Practice online is always beneficial. But, and yes, Friday matters to an extent. It gets you a better seed going into the championship bracket, depending upon how you place in the pool. Yes, it matters to an extent. Obviously. Tom with the 5 gifted subs. You get a whoa, 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 whoa. Thanks so much for the fucking gifted. Goddamn.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate you.
Magic Snipes with the follow as well. Thank you so much for the follow. Mystic says online is just a totally different Halo competitive experience to LAN. Always has been, always will be. Yep, exactly. That's part of it. That is part of it. Shout out to Piggy with some truly terrible camo plays. Oh my God. Like I said, we'll talk about Envy. Don't worry. I'm so disappointed. But again, congratulations to FaZe in that matchup. That was huge. That was fucking huge. I understand that this is more context, right? I understand that it was only pool play. Okay. But at the same time, and I hate fucking seeing this dumbass discourse online of like, oh, but like an EU team took you to game 5. It's like, shut the fuck up. That EU team has been great all year. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, do you not watch the fucking games? Hello? God damn.
I mean, yeah, and that EU team's been, what, top 6, banging on the top 4 door for so long. Like, come on.
For basically all of Infinite?
Yeah.
Crazy, man. What the fuck? Like, people, I swear to God, people are fucking morons, but that's besides the point. So, huge shout to FaZe for winning in the way that they did. Okay, because if this was like a blowout, if this was a blowout by FaZe or LG for that matter, I'd be like, oh shit, okay. This team really came to play. But then on the flip side, the fact we had as close of a series as we did and FaZe was able to win in the way that they did, I'm like, okay, now we've seen that they're able to do something like that. And the level of competition should only continue to get better. And
yeah, what I like about that series being kind of as back and forth as it was is that for FaZe, it gives them that early, like, hot competition.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that will give them a little bump going into the rest of the tournament, whether it's learning from whatever mistakes they made or having the ice to win the series, that maybe they will take it a little bit more to Shopify or Optic when it comes time for them to play, if they play, right? We don't know how it all is gonna go. We can assume, but if they play Optic or Shopify, maybe they have a little leg up because they had that hard match early and got tested early.
Will, did you see the graphic that was on the broadcast where it was FaZe against Optic and Shopify versus FaZe against everyone else?
Yes.
They are it. And Tom, I know you're here. I mean, no disrespect to the boys, but they are abysmal against Optic and Shopify in comparison to them against everybody else. So I'm hoping, like you said, Will, I'm hoping that this matchup against LG and them winning the way that they did is hopefully able to shake some of that shit off of like, we can't close the series or we can't close the game 5. And let's carry that momentum into Saturday and eventually Sunday, especially against hopefully one of those two teams.
Yeah. I think there's something to be said about kind of getting that, that stigma away from you, right? It might be lingering in your head, that rhetoric that you can't close out series. And when you finally get to that point against the Shopify or Optic, maybe that creeps into your gameplay. Maybe that makes you play a little bit more safe when you shouldn't, or try to force a win when you shouldn't. And the fact that they were able to do that in pools maybe will steady them come time for champ bracket.
I do hope so. Because we know that they're easily able to make a Sunday, right? That's what they've been consistently doing. They have world championship talent on their roster. Like, we know what they're able to do. It's just we haven't seen them do it against the top two. Hence why they've been that third team. And that's why we don't have a big 3 in the game right now. So we'll see. With that said, it was Gunny's team that is going to be in that pool.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they can do it, Will? Do you think they can beat an LG?
Here's the thing. I don't think so. I don't think they can beat LG.
I don't think so either.
What really surprises me is Cloud9 basically being 1-1, right?
Yeah.
Taking that series against LG. So the way I see Legion moving forward is forcing a tie.
We're going to have a 3-way tie.
Yes. And shit comes down to map count and all that other stuff. And then maybe they make it in that way. But yeah, that's really the only way I see it. Is it coming down to a tie?
JD says, I think they can beat C9. I don't.
If C9 plays the way they played today, then no.
Exactly.
But we know we don't have a consistent C9.
They're the most consistent team in the league. They're the team you truly don't know who you're going to get on any given day. You don't know. Are you going to get the team that nearly knocks out SSG at their own event last year? Or are you going to get the one that gets eliminated right away? Who knows?
Yeah, John, shout out to PD's prediction. C9 winning Worlds.
Hey, you ask Boo Boo and them, like they're in it. I mean, they want that shit.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. I just think that. Yeah, I think C9 are the better team. Rob and Diablo, thank you both for the follow. Welcome to the after party. And Tom, you have a great night as well.
Have a good night, Tom.
So yeah, we have a couple decent matchups then. We have a couple decent matchups to take place here. Actually kind of 3. Although I don't put a lot of stock in Akave, to be honest with you, but who knows? And then Will. God, these motherfuckers, man.
Oh, here we go. Well, I'll let you run on Envy right now.
Let's talk about Pool D. Space Station are currently 2-0 in the pool. Envy are 1-1, and Unreal Nightmare are 0-2. The team going into Pool D from the open bracket is going to be Darkenside. And I think that Darkenside Unreal Nightmare matchup is going to be a big one to pay attention to. Because that one, in my opinion, will dictate who moves on. But let's real quick here. Envy went up against Unreal Nightmare. Envy won 3-0. But again, the series score didn't tell the whole story. Game 1 was King of the Hill on Recharge. Envy won that game 2-1. And game 2 was Slayer on Aquarius. Envy won that 50-49. So it was a very, very close Slayer, but still Envy did pull through. Envy won that series 3-0. Tough to have a lot of stock in Akave after today. Yes, they made pool, but it was a serious fight to get there. Dalton, you hit the nail on the head, and it's the same. It was the same with SLC. It was the same with SLC because they went up against, they eliminated Gunny's team. That's how Gunny's team was one game away from making it to pools in SLC. That series went to a game 5. So, and I understand, like, it was different rosters, whatever, but you know what I'm getting at. Also, Dalton, welcome. But then, the series that we're all waiting for. The SSG against Envy series. Will, in our pre-show, we talked about it. We're like, we could see this one going to game 5. We could see this one being a toss-up, blah, 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 blah. I had Envy winning this series. I thought they were going to win that game 5 Slayer. Game 5, though, was Slayer on Streets. Now, you may be asked, so in a little earlier, I was talking about how, I was wrong, because I was. I thought Envy were going to win this series. I was wrong. They lost. But the other point that I said is that I should have known better. Game 5 was Slayer on Streets. Why is that significant, you might ask? Will, do you remember an event not so fucking long ago where a series may have gone to a game 5? And it may have been a Slayer on Streets. And
was the one that went to time?
Yeah. Yeah. And this Envy team may have been going up against a FaZe clan. And this Envy team may have had a lead for the majority of the game. This Envy team may have found a way to lose. History repeats itself. If you go back and you watch this game, which I implore you to do, because it was like, this was a neck and neck performance throughout. Okay. But time and time and time again, I kept sitting back in my chair, almost screaming at my TV. Because time and time and time again, I would see too many overextensions, too many solo pushes, which led to reduced numbers on the map, which led to SSG being able to make collapses, which led to the lead being lost, which led to SSG winning the game. Time and time and time again, I saw this happening.
Yeah. I also noticed in the series the timing for Envy just felt really off. Like there was multiple times I saw a player like take a gunfight, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they didn't try to get out and have that bait and switch, or their teammate peek from that other angle. So it became like a 2-on-1 and the Envy player falls. Then the next Envy player peeks. It's still a 2-on-1, they fall. It wasn't cohesive like we've seen before.
The thing that sticks out to me the most, and we talked about this during our is I think it was for the LVT Pro Land post show. And one of the things that I really praised APG about, bringing it back to what Chuck said at the beginning of this fucking thing that we're doing right now, where APG was losing his shit over Envy losing that, right? One of the things that I praised APG about doing was his analysis of that Envy loss against FaZe in nearly the same fucking manner. And so I could only imagine APG's reaction to this happening again in the same manner as last time, of where it's like, guys, did we not learn? You learned the lesson about Origin. Like, Descendants not going up that fucking ledge anymore. You guys learned that lesson. That's awesome. I praised you for that shit. Half joking, half serious. Like, I praised you for that shit. You didn't make that mistake again. But you did this all over again. You didn't learn from that fucking game. That, for all intents and purposes, like, I know you earn your wins, right? There's no like, oh, you should have won this game, blah, blah. If there was a game that you should have won, it was that fucking game 5 against FaZe. And alternatively, if there was a game that you quote unquote should have won, it was this against SSG. You lost in the same manner. Like, a play that sticks out to me in this game as well is one of the SSG players had fucking camo and was able to run Dipsy Doodle around A and play his life unbelievably well while Piggy was looking right at him. And then I'm just like, the way that they got collapsed on in back A as well was just like nauseating. Like, I'm looking at this, I'm like, what the guys? You had a numbers advantage. What are we doing?
Yeah, the trades didn't come through. It was, if it's the play I'm remembering, it's frustrating because they've played at such a level where you would not expect that to happen to them.
Jungle says, you're saying FaZe, you mean SSG? Yes, I'm sorry. Both games were the same. They're the same fucking game. But no, you're right. And the other thing too is, and I don't want to just completely dunk on them the entire time, because they did make good plays during the game. Like, Envy did genuinely make some great plays during the game. But they didn't keep with it. Like, for every great play, you had 2 bonehead mistakes. And that was throughout the entire fucking sequence of events. I'm just... When they're one of those teams where if they're all clicking and they're all working together, they look great. And I know that can probably be said for any team, but like, no, you just watch them and you're like, oh man, like everybody's in the right position. Everybody's cleaning up each other's kills. This feels great. But then when they start making these moves where they're just not fucking talking together, like they're not talking things through, they're not working on things together. They're making solo pushes, like they're being too aggressive. A player makes a great play and then nobody's around them to help. It's like, guys, what? It's a classic example, and this is me. Maybe I'm assuming this because I wasn't directly listening to what they were telling each other, but this feels like a classic instance of flooding the comms and not having a clear vision. That's what it felt like. Like, Will, we see the potential in this team. And the tournament's not over. Like, there's still a lot of tournament left. Don't get me wrong. But they really need to shore these things up. They really, really need to shore these things up. Xerxes says it perfectly. They're 0-3 in game 5s.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's so frustrating, Will.
It is. And, you know, they showed the camera when the fist bumps came in after that series. I will say, mainly I noticed Piggy, but I'm sure the rest of the team, they looked like down in the dumps, defeated. Like they knew they messed up.
As they should feel that way. Like, guys, you've done this over and over again. And I know that I'm beating a fucking dead horse right now. I know you don't need to hear it from us. But we truly think that you're better than that. Like, you guys show those glimpses of, like, we have been putting in the fucking work and we can make these things happen. But then when it comes to that fucking point, it breaks apart. And it's happened every single time. Ronan says they're so good online, it just doesn't make sense.
Oh, no.
No, and you know what? I do want to mention this because I don't give a shit about predictions. We do them for fun. Who gives a shit if they're wrong? But again, this is one of those things, right, where this is why when I see all this discussion online of, oh, SSG are awful, they're washed, blah, blah, blah. Guys, the online performance doesn't matter at all. We literally just saw, clear as day, a real life example on LAN of it not fucking mattering in the slightest. SSG can go 0-15 in scrims and they can still do that. They can still do that against a team that is against a top 6 team that is fighting for that top 4 spot. And they can do that. Yes, it's pool play. Yes, it's only on Friday. I get it. But they can still do that.
Nori, I agree. I think Envy will bounce back in the rest of the tournament. I still think they have that capability to get towards Sunday. I'm gonna kind of hopefully they are looking at this game 5 and seeing what happened and probably hopefully went back to the hotel and is reviewing the VOD and being like, okay, this is what we need to clean up. If it was a flooding comms situation, maybe they need to take that step back and really plan out their attack or what they want to do together versus just shouting callouts. Because we went into a listening with them, right? And it was just loud.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was just like peaking mics loud.
Yep. A lot of like calling, like, yes. Yes.
So, the next, now I know it wasn't this series, but we went into a listen-in with FaZe in the next series, and I'm like, this is totally different. They're just, hey, someone's here, rotate here. This is, smooth call-outs.
Mm-hmm.
Where that Envy comms did sound hectic. Sounded like Donnie from Wild Thornberries.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's what I was hearing in my head.
That's a good reference right there. Big fan of that reference. No, it's... Yeah. Hopefully Thug has them all in the hotel room, has them out at dinner, whatever it may be. And taking a page out of Snipedown's playbook here, because I think he's been doing a great job on the desk so far. Like, genuinely, I think he's been doing a great job. I love the analysis he's bringing from that player's standpoint, regardless of how long he's been out of the scene. But I want to take this page out of his playbook because I think this is really true. He talked about, like, when doing VOD review or anything like that, like, don't just focus on the negative things that are happening. Don't just focus on the mistakes that are happening. Also lean into the things that the team is doing well. And so, like I said, hopefully Thug has them, like, they're watching things through and understanding what they did wrong, understanding what they need to fix, and then focusing on those wins that they were getting. And just bring it into Saturday, man.
And just like you said, Josh, they made some good plays in that game 5. It just wasn't consistent.
Yes.
So take those good plays. This is what worked for us. Let's expand on that and make it last through the whole game.
Absolutely. So yeah, there's my rant about Envy. I'm just so, and I know they are too, but like, I'm just so disappointed. Like, I feel like a disappointed father right now, Will.
Oh no.
I really do. Because like, I went on the show and was screaming my ass off about that play that Descendant made on Collie. Okay. And then they come back and they shore that up. They're getting wins on Collie. I'm like, okay, they're really, truly doing the thing. Like, they're focusing on their weaknesses. They are enhancing their strengths. Like, they are really, truly working on these things. And I love to actually see the fruits of that labor, right? To then literally see a Game 5 Street Slayer against FaZe go the way that it did, to then fast forward to this event, a Game 5 against SSG, Slayer on Streets, and it go the exact same way. The only difference is it didn't go to time this time. I'm like, you guys were doing so well. And they had a great start to the game as well. And I'm like, God. And just to see, again, I was watching it and like almost screaming at my TV. After every instance of something like, no, guys, don't do this. Don't. Just stop. And then it happens again. And I'm like, fuck. Hopefully they're able to shore it up for Saturday. Well, like you said, like the chatter said, it's not over yet. They could definitely bounce back. Could absolutely be seeing that happen. You just got to pray to God that their series don't go to Game 5s, man.
Yeah, I guess so.
Or, you know, we've seen crazy things happen, Will. We've seen crazy things happen. This year, I mean, shit, history was made multiple times this year. History was made multiple times last year, right? We've seen crazy fucking shit happen during Infinite's tenure. And so who knows? Maybe this could be that tipping point where they go back and they look at this like, we were so fucking close, guys. Like, we shore up these few things. We actually talk to one another. We really hone things in. Then Game 5s won't be an issue anymore. So who knows? Maybe this is that kickoff point where the next Game 5, they win it, we're off to the races. This is a classic instance, Will, of I need to see it to believe it.
Oh, yeah. I have. Oh, this is tough because,
isn't it?
I think I don't even remember my own predictions right now, but I think I had them beating SSG to make top 4.
I had, yes. I think you and I literally had the same exact placings predictions except our top 2.
Yeah, but I did predict for them to lose to SSG in pools, though.
Yes, you did.
And have that revenge match later on. So I'm still hoping that this is the like that tipping point that you mentioned and the wake up call, and that they bring it the rest of the tournament. But yes, it's kind of, I get your point. 0-3 in Game 5s. You need to see that change to believe that it can happen at this point.
Absolutely.
Because they've had their chances. This was a big one today.
This was huge.
That's how it went, you know?
Yep. What does Envy's road look like tomorrow? They'll be playing FaZe more than likely in Winners Round 1. They will more than likely be playing FaZe tomorrow in Winners Round 1. If the rest of the pool, if the rest of the pool stays exact the way that it is right now, like if FaZe win the pool, if Envy takes second in their pool, right, then it would be FaZe Envy Winners Round 1. We saw what happened last time. Will have some updates.
Awesome. What do we got?
real quick here, let's just show HCS put out the graphics. So
perfect.
Here are your pool standings officially here. Again, Pool A, Shopify 2-0, TSM 1-1, Complexity 0-2, and again, Akave is going to be in that pool. Pool B, we have Optic going 2-0, Majin going 1-1, Omit going 0-2, and Mindfreak in that pool as well. Mindfreak has a real chance to do something here. In Pool C, we have FaZe going 2-0, Cloud9 going 1-1, LG going 0-2, and Legion entering that pool. Maybe they can make some fucking crazy happen as well. Who knows what Cloud9 you're going to get on a fucking Saturday, but this is your real shot.
For real.
And then in Pool D, we have Space Station going 2-0, Envy going 1-1, Unreal Nightmare going 0-2, and Dark Inside entering that pool. Going to be a grudge match between Unreal and Dark Inside. Very curious how that one's going to play out.
Yeah, that'll be my match to watch out of Pool D for sure. I got to root for the Dark Inside boys.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
But yeah, Unreal Nightmare is definitely their chance. And yeah, just can't wait to see what happens tomorrow with that. I think there's a lot of interesting matchups out of this open bracket. The open bracket teams that have come up. The one that I guess that I'm worried about is I wouldn't say worried about, but like we talked about early on, Complexity Akave. I think Complexity, TSM, and Rebellion should all be able to take Akave.
Agreed.
Omit looking shaky.
It's an
Mindfreak has a chance there.
Yep.
I would say I'm curious how Majin's going to look against Mindfreak as well.
Very true.
They played well today. They had to go up against Optic. They beat Omit. I'm curious how they're sitting because they played basically the best team, one of the best teams, and then they played Omit, who has not been performing well. So like they kind of got crushed by one team.
I'm with you.
Beat the other. Where's their mental? How are they going to feel going into this Mindfreak series?
And we're gonna after we get through these pools, we're gonna go through the schedule for tomorrow. The schedule is out too, so we'll be
perfect.
we'll be able to see when these teams go up against each other.
All right, yeah, and then for me, Legion. Well, their chances are Cloud9, in my opinion, because we don't know how Cloud9 is going to show up. And then LG not performing to standard, how is that going to affect them tomorrow?
Exactly.
And then, Dark Inside. We just talked about Dark Inside Unreal. So,
yeah, I think
this will be like the best opportunity for open bracket. The way this laid out, I think this is the best opportunity this year we've seen for an open bracket team to progress further.
And of course, it comes down to the last major of the last year.
Of course, year 4. Year 4 of Infinite, Josh.
God damn it.
Here we
are. No, I'm in agreement with you. I think that Mindfreak have a real chance here. Omit have not. I had them taking second in this pool, like genuinely. And based on my predictions, like I had all open bracket teams not even making it. So, I think you and I are in the same boat there. I think we had all open bracket teams not even making it. The other thing to keep in mind here is that Cloud9, like, Genetic says Legion might be able to take Cloud9. They look good today. And this is I don't mean, I seriously, I mean no disrespect to the players. They looked really good against open bracket teams.
Mm-hmm.
Like, guys, this is a step up. Like, this is a genuine step up now. Okay. So I'm not saying they can't do it. And we know how inconsistent Cloud9 can be. It's just on paper, I'm going to give the edge to Cloud9 there. I think this is a big step up. And again, for the record, like they've never been here before. Like those players have never been in this situation before. Not saying they can't make something happen, but it's a big move.
it's a step up in competition from what they saw today.
100%.
A big step up.
Yep. And then LG, again, they got beat by Cloud9, but they took FaZe to task. Like that series was very, very close. So I think LG are gonna destroy Legion, to be honest with you. I truly believe that. I believe that series won't be close. So in my opinion, their only opportunity is going to be Cloud9, and we'll see what happens there. So we'll have to wait and see. And then the other, I'm going to go back to Cam's here for a second so I can get the other graphic up. But we do have our schedule for tomorrow for the remainder of pool play. Ladies and gentlemen, on the A stream, Will, the first matchup is going to be LG going up against Legion.
Right away, huh?
Right away. It's going to be Shopify going up against Akave, which we assume what's going to happen there. Optic going up against Mindfreak. And the big one on D stream is going to be Unreal Nightmare going up against Dark Inside, which should indicate who makes it to who makes it to champ bracket from that matchup.
Oh man.
Will, real quick before you go, I want to add, Noodle said that Unreal and Dark Inside can also determine a Worlds qualification if Omit can beat Mindfreak.
Interesting.
Yep. So thank you for that clarification.
That'll be like based on points and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Since they've made it to pools now, it's gonna get messy.
Yep. Real shit now.
Shout out to those admins who are tallying all these points and figuring it all out, because I bet it's no easy task with the global versus region points and all that.
And Will, to add to that, we do have the LCQ tomorrow as well.
Yes.
So whatever teams don't make it, whatever teams don't automatically qualify, we still have LCQ. And that's on land, baby. So yeah.
Jeez.
LG
have
No, please go ahead.
Oh, looking at all these series.
Yes.
The first match set of the day.
Yep.
Like, part of me wants to watch that Legion LG match to see how Legion performs and what LG looks like.
Yep.
I also want to watch the Dark Inside Unreal, because that's like the best chance right there. Dark Inside's got to come out hot.
Luckily, they're on all four streams, so you can check out both on different screens.
I'm going to have to pull an extra screen into the living room. So I've been watching on the main TV.
Oh, shit. Very true.
I suppose the phone can be pulled up too.
That's true.
And then the next set of pool play matches, Josh.
Yes, so we have on the A stream, we have FaZe going up against Legion. We have Complexity going up against Akave on B stream. The C stream matchup here. So here's the thing, Will. This is where things could get a little dicey, right? Is that sorry, Mindfreak, but I'm assuming Optic wiped the floor with you in the first series that they play. But then you have an instance of where Mindfreak is technically warmed up, Majin is not. So you have a Majin Mindfreak matchup on C stream, and then D stream is going to be SSG going up against Dark Inside.
Yeah, the one to watch is that Mindfreak Majin.
And that Complexity Akave, depending upon what the fuck Complexity we get tomorrow.
So, Noodle, say Mindfreak does lose
to Omit. Yeah.
But they did beat Majin. How does that play into the points for like Dark Inside and Unreal making it to Worlds?
Yeah, Noodle, get put on the spot. What you gonna do about that?
Do the math, do the research for us real quick.
Yeah, do the work for us, God damn it.
Do the work for us.
But then again, this is another instance here, right? Where on the A stream, for the final set of pool play matches, we have Cloud9 going up against Legion. So that's the last match for Legion, is arguably against the team where we think they could have the better shot. So I think this would come down to, let's say Legion do lose to LG and FaZe, right? And it comes down to this last matchup. Is this going to come down to Legion now are warmed up enough? Cloud9, are they going to come out hot? Are they not going to come out hot? Or are Legion's mentals going to be shot because they're down 0-2 and their lives are on the line for the tournament here? So many different factors at play. I'm not saying any one of them is correct. I'm just saying there's a lot of different factors that could be at play here leading up to that matchup. Noodle says, I was assuming they don't make it out of pools if Mindfreak loses to Omit. Really what matters is making out of pools or not, since that's the difference between 13th place or 9th place or better.
Fair enough.
On the B stream, we have TSM going up against Akave. On C stream, we have arguably the match that matters the most for Mindfreak. They're going to be going up against Omit. Again, that is Mindfreak's final pool play matchup, which is... this is one of those instances where if their mental isn't shot, I think this is their real chance, because they're going to be warmed up at that point.
Yeah, Omit's coming in cold. Mindfreaks already got 2 matches under their belt. It's going to be about the mental and endurance, right? Because you have to play back-to-back matches for all these open bracket teams. They're just go, go, go.
Yep.
Not that they weren't go, go, go all day today, but
very true.
Now you're in pool play. You're on the bigger stage now. Pressure, like I said, mental. It all comes down to this.
Adding to that, we understand that they have practice stations, right, in the player lounge area. So they do have practice setups and whatnot. So any one of the other teams that the open bracket team is not playing against, they could be getting reps in, so on and so forth. But when we're talking about warmed up, I more so think of it as a real matchup taking place with real stakes at play. And Mindfreak would have gone through 2 of those already where Omit wouldn't have. So
right, they're already playing at that high level, not a warm up match.
Exactly.
But behind the scenes, yeah.
Yep. And then finally on the D stream is going to be Envy going up against Dark Inside. See, a lot of really good potential matchups here. I think keyword's potential. Because for all we know, they could be 3-0 blowouts. I hope that's not the case, but you never know. You never know.
At this point, this far into year 4, I want to see these open bracket teams make those steps, right?
Yes.
And I'm hoping to see it. I am. And we talk about it. The more competition there is at the top, the better. This is true for the open bracket teams taking some of these pool play teams. If they can make those series interesting and fun, it's only good for Halo esports in general.
Completely agree. Dust with the 65-month resub. You get a woo! Thanks so much, Dust. Welcome back. Thank you. And yeah, Will, this is their last opportunity. This is literally it.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, but Worlds qualification is on the line. I'm not saying these matchups specifically, but just in general, this event, Worlds qualification is on the line. We've seen Dark Inside do it before. Let's see if they're able to do it again. Let's see what these other teams are capable of doing. Let's see some fucking great ass Halo being played. And I'm really fucking excited to see the teams that qualify. So, ladies and gentlemen, there is your schedule for tomorrow. And it's the entire schedule. It's not just the pool play matches, which we went over, but it's all the matches that are taking place on Saturday. So make sure to go check out the schedule if you haven't already. Save it, bookmark it, whatever you need to do. Keep tabs on everything that is happening throughout the tournament.
Yeah, I think to note on that last chance qualifier at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's going to be on multiple of the different streams. I wasn't able to read it all there quickly, but
hold on, I will bring it back up.
C and D stream. I have it right here. I can pull it up myself. Yeah, it's going to be on the C stream and the D stream. 2 of the matches taking place at 7 p.m. Eastern, and then the other 2 matches taking place at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time.
So again, if you were at the event, we said this during the pre-show. If you were at the event, like please, for the love of God, try to make an effort to go over there and watch those games. Because that whoever like this, it's one series. That's it. You win and you're in. You beat the team that you're playing against. You made it to Worlds. You have qualified. You've earned your spot. I hope the crowd is fucking cheering their asses off for whatever teams are over there. Because they've put everything into getting to this spot. I know I'm the online doesn't matter guy, but like they've been putting in the work in scrims and in practice and VOD review and whatnot. They've been working on their teamwork. They've been working on their strategies. They've been working on their comms. And it's all come down to this event. And for 8 of these teams, it'll come down to that match. That one singular match at the end of tomorrow. So please, if you were there, go make your voice heard. Go cheer for these players. Go cheer for these teams. Because, not to sound like down or anything, but regardless of where they go after, like regardless of where they go at Worlds, they will have made it. Genetics asks, to order Taco Bell or not to order Taco Bell? That is the question in which I seek the answer. The answer is always, forever and always, you order the Taco Bell. You order the Taco Bell, you eat the Taco Bell. And then
order a cheesy fiesta potato for me as well.
Your stomach may or may not approve of the Taco Bell, but that's for your stomach to decide later. In the meantime, you order that Taco Bell. That's what you do. OG, welcome back. Good to see you. Noodle says a team that gets out of pools versus one that doesn't gets a minimum 4K points over a team that doesn't get out of pools. And winning losers bracket round 1 match equals top 8 equals world. So really points wise, we are concerned with making it out of pools or not. Grilled cheese burrito and caramel apple empanada. Yo, shout out the Y2K menu being back. Those caramel apple empanadas, they slap. But not only do they slap, Genetics, I'll get to you in just a second, I promise. Not only do they slap, they are molten on the inside. Like, you want to be the person that sues McDonald's over your coffee being too hot? It's that all over again. It's for the caramel apple empanadas and the fucking molten apple shit in the middle of that. They're delicious.
Yeah.
But it's dangerous.
Burn yourself a little.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
Take the end off. Let that cool a little bit.
Yep. They need caution hot stamped on them bitches. Yeah, they fucking do. Also, Genetics with the 5 fucking gifted. You get a whoa, 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 whoa. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Greatly appreciated. And Split Scream, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the after party. God. We had Lost Marks today, Will. And now yeah, it was great. But now I genuinely want Taco Bell after this conversation. What are you gonna do, you know?
From an actual Mexican restaurant, and now you want Taco Bell.
You're goddamn right I do.
I've been craving like sweets all day, really wanting chocolate.
Chocolate? I love chocolate.
But man, a caramel apple empanada. Ooh.
We went to a local parade, and like one of the easiest things that people throw from like their cars or whatever, like Tootsie Rolls and whatnot. And I don't know, man. I love Tootsie Rolls. Like the I don't care about context. Context matters, but I don't give a shit about context and what I'm about to say. I like the long, thin ones. I like the short, fat ones. I like the midgies, dude. I fucking love Tootsie Rolls, man.
Now, do you like just the normal Tootsie Rolls or the flavored ones?
I love the fucking flavored ones too. Although the vanilla ones can suck a dick. I don't like the vanilla ones, but all the other ones oh man.
I'm sure the orange one is your favorite.
Well,
right?
absolute. Come on. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, Tootsie Rolls are so fucking good, man. I would buy bags of like the Child's Play, like assorted candy, where it's primarily Tootsie Rolls and the flavored ones. Oh my God. Gone in like 2 days.
I can't remember the last time I had a Tootsie Roll, man.
Oh, man. Let me see that Tootsie Roll. I fucking love Tootsie Rolls. Stormore says, I lost a tooth on a fat Tootsie Roll after stealing it from my wife. It was still good. Shout out, dude. Shout out the little fatties. Again, I don't give a fuck about context in this conversation. Holy shit. Oh, man. John says we used to have a Tootsie Roll factory right by Midway Airport. I bet that smelled incredible. Bro, I bet that smelled incredible. Split Scream says, the McDonald's coffee lawsuit was bad. The lady got third-degree burns and needed skin grafts, made her sign an NDA. Then McDonald's paid a company to smear her. Well, you know what else smeared her? The coffee. But in all seriousness, that's fucking awful. That is genuinely fucking awful. That's what I get for trying to make a joke.
Make a joke right there.
That's what I get for trying to make a fucking joke.
Oh.
Hey, this is Pro Talk late at night. You know,
it's after dark. You know.
Yeah. Get us on a fucking late night talk show. You know what I mean?
Josh chat. I have to really use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Go for it. You enjoy the potty break. Oh my God. Doodery-doo, still a great name, by the way. Welcome back. Says Gunny made pools, Gunny top 8 inbound. Hey, would love to see it. Would love to see it. Noodle says, like 17 years ago, ESPN did a Halloween candy bracket, and the guy who did the write-up pre-tournament dumped on Tootsie Rolls and gave them a low seed. I was so mad. See, people fucking sleep on Tootsie Rolls, man. It's iconic. Like, I understand the whole thing of like, oh, fuck candy corn. I'm not saying fuck candy corn, but I understand those that don't like it. I think it's fine. It's just literal sugar. Like, it's literal pure fucking sugar. It's not my cup of tea. I'm not sitting there eating fucking handfuls of candy corn or the little pumpkins, but to each their own, right? I just think too many people sleep on Tootsie Rolls. That's all. What's up, Quick Fuse? Welcome back. Also, Halt, welcome back as well. Good to see you. Jenna, again, guys, I'm not saying like, don't fucking yuck someone else's yum. You know what I mean? Do you like Nutter Butters? Who doesn't like Nutter Butters? Nutter Butters are fucking dope. You know what I need to have? I need to have that Reese's Oreo. I need to have that. Because that sounds like, I bet that tastes as good as the dude fucking a pie in American Pie. I bet it tastes as good as that feels. There's an earthquake happening over at Will's place right now. I bet it was the cat jumping up on the table. I bet that's what that was. If you love candy corn, Jeffrey Dahmer might be in your near future. I don't love, I never said I loved candy corn. I'm just saying don't yuck somebody else's yum. I'm not a huge fan of candy corn. Pistachio thin Oreos are the shiznit. I may have to give that a shot. I'm not the biggest pistachio guy. Like, I like straight up pistachios. I like a pistache. Shout out the guy on fucking like YouTube and TikTok and shit that has a parrot that does, like, what's this made of? You want a pistache? Like, shout out that guy. That was Will? Where the fuck is he? He's not even in frame. He's just bumping into shit? Will, you have glasses. What are you doing? What the fuck you doing?
Okay.
Yeah, explain,
Context
motherfucker.
matters.
Yeah, context matters in this regard.
I don't know if I've talked about my stuff on chat, but I needed medicine out of my bag, and it was in this room. So I army crawled under my desk to get to my backpack.
To then stab yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Jesus. Anthony says, oh yeah, talking dad snacks on another after party, and I'm here for it. Fuck yeah, you are, dude. Welcome back. Good to see you. Briggs asks, can't you buy Oreos that only has the white stuff and no cookie?
No.
Not only can you not buy just the cream from the Oreo, if I'm not mistaken, but you know what you can buy? And by buy, I mean like earn? The fucking cum visor by watching this stream for 4 hours. This is a fucking segue I did there. Goddamn. Goddamn.
Hot damn.
Oh, man. Gross, no thanks, Halt. I mean, hey, to each their own, you know? Oh, man. Holy shit. Hope it's actually called that. No, local hero, unfortunately, it's not. You can do exclamation point drops in the chat. I forgot the name of it, but it's in the description of that.
I have it.
Quick says most people can get a cum visor in 30 seconds. Fuck the 4 hours. Whoa! God damn. Holy shit. What the fuck is cum visor? Oh, it's so the visor that you earn in the community drops. Just look at it. That's it. That's all you got to do. Just look at it. And you'll be like, oh, I get it now. Like, it's got that milky, like, it's got that look to it. That's what it looks like. It looks ghostly in a sense.
Necropolis alabaster visor.
Exact. It looks ghostly. It looks like that milky white, kind of marbly, I guess you could say.
Mm.
It looks like cum. Like, that's what it looks like. I'm just gonna stop beating around the metaphorical bush here. Or I should say stop beating off around the metaphorical bush, you know what I'm saying? It looks like fucking cum. HTS Pro Talk at night. Get fucking wild. Talk about real adult shit. Like Tootsie Rolls. Long, thin ones and small, fat ones. And midgies. So there's that.
So, yeah.
Talk about going off the rails, right, Will?
Yeah, man.
These are the late night vibes. They are Storm War. They fucking are. Also, shout out to all of you guys for hanging out with us today. Hope everyone's having a great fucking night. Thank you all for joining us on this late night show. The after party night 1. We'll be live every night of the major, tomorrow night and Sunday night as well. After the matches have concluded, right? So, no, shout out to you guys for being here. You're the best quick views. Replacing Jimmy Kimmel? No, nobody could replace Jimmy Kimmel. Change your predictions at all after today? We don't change predictions.
Yeah, we just roll with it.
Yep. Ride or die. That's the fun in it, right? We don't bet or anything like that. Like it's all purely for fun. It's all for the fun of the game. So we ride with it. And if we're right, you get a great soundbite. If we're wrong, you get a great soundbite. It's a fun time no matter what. And then we get to talk about how right or how wrong we were during the post show. So stay tuned for that.
It's mostly the how wrong we were, but we're hoping for that right.
Will, I will never allow this to be swept under the rug that we were 6 for 6 of the LVT Pro League land. Just saying.
Hey, that's true.
Just
that's
saying.
True.
When you don't have an open bracket and you don't have a fucking pool play or any shit like that, we're pretty good. You know, we're pretty fucking good.
Yeah, eliminate the variables and we can make some predictions.
Hey, we're pretty great at this, you know? Nah, John, I like to believe that our chat genuinely, like, is great. Like, there are very few and far between instances of, like, folks needing to step in, right? We're all adults here. Yes, we make jokes and whatnot, but we're all adults. We all try to be respectful. And if you're not, like, if you're not going to be respectful, you're not going to be an adult about it, and get the fuck out. Because we don't need you. We don't have time for you. What were you guys today? Are you talking about predictions quick? Will, I think you're doing better overall than I am right now because you had SSG beating NV.
Yeah, but we don't really do like game by game predictions for pool play, right? So things could change.
Yep, it's all based off placings.
With the matches tomorrow.
It's all based off placings. I will say, like, I am clearly going to, based off how things are going right now, unless Omit, like, fucking light it up. I had Omit taking second in Pool B, and that must have been the most faded take of all fucking time at this point.
I think we both did. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking.
Again, they're turning into a complexity situation, Will.
Mm-hmm.
Where I'm never going to have expectations again. Oh, John. Sounds good. Sorry. I turned it into a legitimately like serious fucking thing. Oh boy. I did go full dad mode. That happens. All right. We talked about open bracket. We talked about pool play as it stands already. We talked about matches for tomorrow. Will, thoughts so far? Just overall thoughts so far. We're done with day one. We're heading into Saturday. The final pool play matches. Bracket play is about to begin. We got LCQ at the end of the night. How we feeling? What we thinking?
You know, watching day one, I was happy that we had some close matches, right? It wasn't just 3-0s across the board as expected. We got some good entertainment today, seeing what these teams brought and didn't bring. And
you're not wrong.
So yeah, it's always a good time watching Halo, right? And I love the way that tomorrow is now set up. I think like I said, open bracket teams have some chances, and curious to see what momentum gets brought into the champ bracket, how everything's going to shake out, where teams are going to end up. And I think once we get to champ bracket, things will be a little bit more clear on how these matchups will go. Obviously, the Optic Shopify matchups early on, I would assume they win those. However, we've seen Optic make a loser's run from round one twice this year. Will they do it again? Is the team going to catch them off guard early on? Really curious to see if FaZe does end up against Envy right away. That should be a pretty interesting matchup right off the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Especially I do feel like FaZe gets better as the day goes on at times. We just had that whole discussion how they finally closed out some series. And Envy needs to step up. So that could be a really good matchup right off the rip. But yeah, I'm excited for more.
I am as well. I'm curious if Optic are able to do with their winners. I think if they end up playing against TSM in that first matchup, right, in winners bracket, what TSM are we going to get on a Saturday? What Optic are we going to get on a Saturday for the beginning match? We understand there's the big difference between a Friday and a Saturday and a Sunday. Like you said, Will, teams usually get better throughout the weekend. Matches typically get tighter throughout the weekend. And we know that Shopify have no plans of slowing down and no plans of stopping. So my questions going into this event, I know I'm focused on the top two right now, but I think it's important. My biggest questions going into this event for Optic was London, like SSG for London last year, right? Was SLC that event for Optic? Were they just not all together? It's what it looked like. It's what it felt like. But to them, is that what it was? Are they going to be able to show up when they need to? I know we talk, a lot of the talk has been around Bound. But not just him, the whole team. Is everybody going to be clicking? Halo Infinite is a team-based game. Yes, individuals can pop off, but everybody needs to be working together to make these things happen. Snakebite wouldn't have gone on the run that he did in that Game 5 Slayer if it wasn't for his team around him allowing for those positions to take place. So while that was an incredible individual statistical performance, if the team wasn't pulling their weight as well, that stat line would have never have happened. So for Optic, is everybody going to be working together? Are they going to be the optic that we saw for the first two events of the year, which it sounds like everybody forgot about? Are Shopify not going to miss a beat? They had arguably one of the tougher pools in terms of the teams that they were playing against. With the TSM, with the complexity. And we saw what they were able to do there. TSM played them pretty close. First matchup of the day. Take that for what you will. But TSM showed some strength there. We are truly in a battle of the top two. FaZe feels like they're that third spot. Who knows for the rest of the teams? But for tomorrow, Brian, I'll get to you as well. Welcome back, by the way. For tomorrow, I want to see the envy that we get. I mean, and that too, I guess, but I want to see the optic that we get on a Saturday. I want to see what these open bracket teams are able to do. I want to see our predictions be fucking damned, Will. I want to see if the teams that made it out of open bracket are able to cause those fucking upsets to get into champ bracket. And I don't want to just see one of them. I want to see multiple. How fucking incredible would it be if we got 2 or even fucking 3 of the open bracket teams make it through pool play into champ bracket? It'd be in fucking sane. And if there was ever an event to do it, it's going to be this one because it's the last one you got. And I want to see how Envy is, Will. I want to see if they're able to get that game 5 bugaboo off their back. And there's a lot of Halo left to be played this weekend. There's a lot of storylines yet to be written this weekend. And I really hope we're in for a really good day.
Agreed, man.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Brian with the 41-month resub. You get a woo! Thanks so much. Greatly appreciated. Welcome back. Long time no see. Worlds when? Worlds towards the end of the month, my friend. Local asks, are you guys streaming again tomorrow on Sunday night? Yes and yes! We will be live after the official matches have concluded. Don't want to interfere with the official streams that are going on because we want to be able to watch them. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to watch them and then we'll go live and we'll talk about them. Hell yeah, local. Hope to see you there. It'll be fun. Also, DeBear, welcome back, by the way. I will try to get the, I'll get the bracket links. I'll get the command set up tonight after we're done here. Oh shit, the merch dropped for Worlds? It did. If you're talking about ours, it did. It did. I teased it during the normal show on Sunday. Little tease. But it's out there. You can order it right now. And you'll have it in time for the event. So there you go. Do it up. HCSLand.com. Yes. I believe it is HCSLand.com. I'm going to, and Will is going to sign it. Fuck yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, I'll sign it.
Fuck yeah. Also, I'm very excited. Will, the stickers came in way earlier than I thought they would. Like,
they're there already.
Oh, they came in like 2 days after I ordered them.
Wow.
Yeah. So obviously we'll have, so we're not at Charlotte, obviously. You can clearly fucking see that right now. But we will have our Charlotte crest sticker for free at Worlds. But our World stickers showed up. And let's just say we have a Seattle specific one, and then we have a Worlds exclusive one. And really, really fucking excited. So, if you want to see what the crests look like, they're already on the merch on the store, so you can go check them out ahead of time. But there will be stickers. They will be free. And all you have to do is find us at Worlds, and you can come get them. Really fucking excited. Really fucking excited. Will, anything you want to add before we close things out for tonight?
I should have typed some stuff up, but no, great day of Halo as always. Like I said, I enjoyed the series today. Real excited for what's coming tomorrow. Last chance qualifier included, and then that'll just this LAN being so close to Worlds just sets the stage. I was a little worried, like it does kind of suck for the I don't that it's so close.
Yeah.
Right. Would have loved to have gone, but with it being so close to Worlds takes priority.
Mm-hmm.
But man, it does really set the stage for Worlds because it's just a few weeks away, right? We're gonna crown a champion on Sunday. The chips are gonna fall wherever they may be, and then it's like boom, right into Worlds, and we're doing it again. So real excited to see what teams make it, which teams qualify, and excited to see some more high-level Halo.
Couldn't agree more. Tomorrow should be a great day. And I'm excited to talk about it all tomorrow as well. It's going to be a great time. We hope to see you all there. Again, for those that are joining us live, thank you so much for being here. This has been the after party for day 1 of the Charlotte Major. We will be live Saturday night and Sunday night to talk about the matches and the tournament as a whole up to that point. And again, for those who were unable to join us live, this is being recorded. So this will be on your favorite podcast service for the audio portion. And it will be on YouTube as well for this VOD. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back tomorrow night to talk about more fucking Halo and hopefully some more Tootsie Rolls. But until then, bye-bye!